anyone close to the World Wide Web must take a gander at the PPR page on KUSI.com. Check out Maddie Sinclair's East County Game of the Week preview on the first ever Tony Burner Memorial Cup. The showdown between El Cap and West Hills is more than a football game, and no one understands that better than my guest right now. I am joined by El Cap head coach Ron Burner, who, oddly enough, is at West Hills, where the freshman game is wrapping up behind him. Coach, let us start with what is the Tony Burner Memorial Cup?
Coach Rutledge and Ash last year after my son passed, we had talked about, doing something, and I had decided with my family that we were going to do scholarships. And since Tony played it at West Hills and broke records here, saw some CIF records, and I coached here with Steve Sutton, and Casey Ash was a coach with us. We've had a rivalry going ever since I've been at El Cap, and so we thought, what a better time to maybe do something. So we kind of put it off, and it kind of hit me up again just recently, and they came up with this awesome trophy. And so now what it is, it's our rivalry, and it's, the winner of the El Cap and West Hills game will now be the holding the Tony Burner Memorial Cup.
Coach, it is every parent's nightmare to attend his or her child's funeral. It can frequently tear a family apart. You've kept yours together. How have you done that?
It hasn't been easy. Like, we just kind of rally around each other and constantly talk to each other. And one of the things that I decided to do is I don't want people to be afraid to talk to me about Tony, and it's not easy. People sometimes don't want to say anything because they don't want it to upset you. But, it's something we all kind of rally together with, and we talk about, and we joke like he's still there. We use a lot of his lines he used to use. He had really good one-liners and could light up a room anytime. It didn't matter if he knew you or not. He could come back with a pretty quick line on you.
So now his memory lives on in the form of the trophy. And as you were relating, West Hills is the perfect opponent, a rivalry opponent, but you guys have such close history with the school. I assume that both communities have put their arms around you on this idea, right?
No, it's taken off like unbelievable. I was trying to kind of stay a little low-key on it and just see how it took off, and it's unbelievable. The West Hills people, they have the trophy locked up front in the tenant's office. I couldn't even get it. They must think they're going to take it or something. I don't know. Tony grew up in Santee, went to West Hills, played out in Santee. I coached here. So we know everybody really well out here. And, of course, Lakeside is, where I live. That's my school. It's my hometown now. And Tony coached with me for 13 years. And so it's a close, the rivalry's been there forever, but it just got a little more heated in 2005 when I took over at El Cap, and it's still there. So it's kind of enhanced now.
I want to, we were showing pictures of the trophy, so you don't have to worry about that, Coach. We know it exists. Before, you were talking about the scholarship fund. Could you expand on that a little bit? How can people get involved if they want to help out there?
We're going to post something on it. We held a golf tournament, and a lot of people came up, and it was the El Cap golf tournament, and it was unbelievable how many donations we had to the scholarship. What we decided to do was we want to award a scholarship each year to a West Hills student athlete and a El Cap student athlete who want to pursue business. As Tony had his own business, was very successful in it, and so that's kind of our way of giving back. We want to keep his legacy and his name going, and the best way of doing that is awarding scholarships. And so I'll get something posted for everybody. We got some T-shirts we're going to sell. We're just trying to raise enough that my eventual goal is to fund 2 students a full scholarship to San Diego State if we can do it.
What a worthy goal, Coach. Let's talk just a little football. El Cap leads the series 7-5 recently. West Hill comes in, though, as the favorite. What kind of football game can we expect tomorrow night?
It's funny. I was just talking to their AD, Don, today about it. It doesn't matter how good each team is each year. Even in 2006, as good as we were in 2006, it was a battle to the last play of the game. We just play each other so tough. West Hills is having a great year. They're 4-0, undefeated, and we're struggling a bit, man. We're 1-3. But it'll be a good ball game, and I think it'll be a good surprise ending. That's what I'm hoping for.
Coach, families go through tough times, and lots of times when they experience a tragedy like your family's endured, they have to go through it alone. But I don't feel like you're alone. The Lakeside community has embraced you. The greater San Diego high school football community has embraced you. Can you explain what that means to you and the entire Burner clan?
You know, I can't even. It's hard to explain. The outpouring was unbelievable. You know, a lot of people knew him and knew his quips and his stuff on, you know, at our school. But the coaching community, unbelievable. You know how our coaching community is, and everybody has, you know, has just been, you know, talking to me and a part of it, asking me how I'm doing. So, you know, they rallied around me, around my family, and it's still that way. You know. I think I told somebody I probably shouldn't have coached last year. I let my players down, but it was something that there's no way he would have wanted me to not coach. And my team and my family and my parents, you know, my school parents as well, they just rallied around me and they knew what I was going through, and it was unreal what support I had. It obviously helped me a lot. You know, it was like you said, no parent should ever have to go through that. It's probably, you know, not probably, it's by far the worst thing you can imagine.
Coach, thank you for sharing your story. We will see you Friday night on the El Cajon Ford Game of the Week. Ron Burner from El Cap, the Tony Burner Memorial Cup, the first ever, and it will go on and on and on. Coach, thank you very much.